FnB chef Charleen Badman and co-owner Pavle Milic have created a favorite among locals and food enthusiasts the world over, creating menu items that are farm-focused and featuring Arizona-exclusive wine lists that is sure to please the palate. Chef Charleen is not new to the kitchen, and with FnB's always changing menu, her expertise and creativity with ingredients ensures that every dish meets the expectations of their guests. FnB stands for Food and Beverage, and there's no better counterpart to Chef Badman's cuisine than that of Pavle Milic's meticulously matched wine list. Pavle is definitely one of the area's top experts on everything that grows on the vine, and he even hosts his own radio program on the subject, broadcasting from above the dining room floor.
Today we're going to make a socca.
Socca, okay.
A socca is a chickpea pancake. It's usually a street food that you would find in Nice.
Okay.
It's also known as farinata in Italy.
Okay.
But the socca that we're making today uses local chickpea flour.
Okay.
We have it made from Hayden Mills flour.
Okay, and that's a local company? Great.
It's a local company, and they actually mill out of the back of another small restaurant that's a friend of mine.
Wow.
So it's very, very cool. So he just...
Good, you guys are supporting each other. I love that.
Oh, you have to help each other out.
Absolutely.
We're going to take it's going to be a cup of the chickpea flour.
Okay.
And we're going to take a strainer, just strain it to make sure there aren't any lumps or anything like that.
Sounds good.
Just sift it.
Shake it around. Looks good.
And then we're going to add a little bit of rosemary.
Okay, and that's fresh rosemary.
It's fresh rosemary.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And this recipe just has very few ingredients, so you want those ingredients to kind of stick out, and then also to have that vibrant. And I'm just going to give it a rough chop.
Yeah, release a little more of the flavor.
Exactly.
Okay.
Let those oils kind of open up.
Love it. That smells so good.
And then I'm going to take just one or two of these bunching onions.
Okay.
And this is just a spring onion that is growing right now. And we just cut them in half. We roast them. Just slice them very thin on the mandolin.
All right. And the mandolin can be your friend, but you got to use it correctly so you don't make it not your friend, right?
Right. It says watch your fingers, and it means it.
Yeah. And you're doing a pretty thin slice here.
Yes.
Looks like. Okay. Yeah. Almost translucent. Yeah.
Because we're going to add these in raw, so they're going to cook in that pancake,
okay.
Just like that.
Yeah. So they're very thinly chopped, and that way they'll cook well.
Right. Nice and even, and
yeah. I love that.
2 tablespoons of oil, and I use just extra virgin olive oil.
Extra virgin? Okay, great. Excellent. Nice color on that too.
That's beautiful. And a cup of water.
Cup of water. All right. So far, pretty easy.
It is.
Yeah. This has no egg, nothing at all. This is great. Get your whisk out.
Mix it together.
Okay.
So we'll go over to the stove.
We're gonna go over this way. I'll follow you. All right, Charleen, we're over here, and you got this pan. It's been around a little while, huh?
Yes, it has.
A lot of flavor in there.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, right on.
I actually came back from my restaurant in New York, so
I love it.
I'm doing is just putting some extra virgin olive oil into the pan.
Okay.
You can see that's hot.
Oh yeah, pretty hot.
But you don't want it to stick.
Okay.
And it's a fair amount of olive oil too.
Yeah. And olive oil just makes it enhance the flavor so much.
It does. I mean, it's really going to bring out what's going on in here. And then we're just going to add our base, our chickpea flour pancake mix.
Oh, yum. Oh. You're killing me over here.
Yeah. And if you are using, I'm using a metal spatula, but if you are using at home, I would suggest a nonstick pan.
Okay.
And with that, you want to use like a rubber spatula.
Okay. Yeah, you don't want to scrape it.
I don't have to worry about this. This is more like a cast iron.
It's a well-seasoned pan.
Exactly. And we just want to start it almost like you're doing a frittata. Okay. When you kind of get that olive oil going.
So you're looking looking at the corners, kind of.
Exactly.
All right.
And kind of even it out.
Okay.
And just move it around. And you don't even really have to lift it up. I just kind of get it started.
Okay. Just look at the edges, huh?
Right. And I try to keep the edges a little even because what'll happen is they will be the first thing that starts to burn.
Okay.
So get that part even.
Because this is going to the oven here.
This is going to go into
for the final cooking, yeah.
Right. In fact, I'm going to put it in now at this point.
And how long do you generally put it in the oven for?
It takes about 20 minutes.
20 minutes, and what kind of temperature are we looking at?
350.
350, and you already have one done.
I do. So we're gonna go ahead and take that one out.
Ooh, gosh, that is gorgeous. Golden brown around the outside, perfectly cooked. So that's been in there about 20 minutes now, huh?
20 minutes.
Oh, look at the bottom. Oh, gosh.
And you can flip it over.
Crispy. Oh my gosh.
See that it's done?
Oh yeah, it's gorgeous.
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. So we're just gonna leave this here, right?
Yeah, that way it stays warm while you're putting together whatever accoutrements that you want to put together. And we're gonna make a little chickpea relish.
All right, sounds good. Let's do it.
We're gonna go ahead and make a chickpea relish.
Okay.
And we have a chickpea pancake, so make a relish that has chickpeas in it. Kind of just echoes.
Keeping the theme.
Right. And what we can do is go ahead and take these chickpeas.
Okay. And people call those garbanzo beans as well, right?
Yeah, just the same.
Okay, same thing. And those are pre-cooked, correct?
These are cooked.
So we got another one of your onions, your roasting onions.
Another one of the roasting onions.
Yeah.
I mean, I love them right now.
Just get the onion flavor.
Whatever, yeah, exactly. And whatever that you see that's in season, is fine.
Dice it up pretty finely. Chop it finely.
I'm just gonna slice it again.
Okay. Great.
Open it up, and then a little shishito pepper or whatever type of pepper. If you had a green pepper, it'd be fine, or a red pepper, whatever you'd like.
These smell great.
They do.
It almost has like that grassy flavor. You know, that grassy smell. I love that.
Oh, it's nice and fresh.
Adds a little nice color in there as well too.
Yeah, just.
Oh yeah, those smell great.
I'm add a little bit of salt.
Salt, okay.
I add that little bit of salt too to kind of cook that onion a little bit.
Okay.
Then we're going to use just a local zucchini that we have, and we'll take a couple tomatoes.
Yeah, those heirloom tomatoes. They're interesting looking. You know,
They're beautiful. I mean, green zeb.
I mean, the flesh inside them just looks amazing.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
It is gorgeous.
And they're nice and meaty.
Now, if they don't have the access to heirloom tomatoes, they can use other tomatoes as well.
Right.
About enjoying in the kitchen.
Exactly.
I can smell these too. Just
they are.
Everything's so fresh. You know, that's a key. Good ingredients make a big difference.
Right. I'll cut the zucchini. I'm gonna use the mandolin again.
Okay.
Keeps it nice and even.
Nice and thin again.
All right.
Right on. My stomach's growling.
And then we're gonna add a little olive oil and a little bit of vinegar to it as well.
Yeah, give it a little acidity.
Exactly. Actually, you know what? Instead of the vinegar, we have some lemons. One of my farmers showed up last night, and he's like, "I got the last crate of lemons."
Okay.
I'm like, "Okay, sounds good to me."
I can smell that once again, fresh and delicious. Wow. So you got the olive oil, the citrus, a little bit of salt, and then all your ingredients, and that's about it.
Real simple.
And this could be breakfast, lunch, or even dinner, right?
It is my little go-to snack.
And it's nice and light.
It is.
And this is gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. I love it.
So just gonna go ahead and put it on the cutting board.
Okay.
And then we just cut it into wedges.
Okay.
Like you would a pizza.
Sure. And you know, I always say this, you eat with your eyes, so presentation is somewhat important.
And then I'm just gonna take that little chickpea relish and put it over the top.
Gorgeous. This is a great, great dish any time of the year.
Yeah, a little bit of mint. I'm just gonna...
Kind of bruise it up.
Exactly.
Oh, I can smell it. We'll be right back and taste this, so gorgeous dish, by the way.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, you brought in your partner over here, Mr. Pavle.
Pavle Milic.
Pavle Milic. And how are you today, Pavle?
I'm doing very well. Yourself?
I'm doing great. And you know, I had a wonderful experience here, and now I'm going to get to taste this wonderful food.
Beautiful.
And I know it's called FnB. You're the food, and he's the B, which is the beverage.
Yes, especially in the place that we live right now. Rosés are just phenomenal, refreshing, quaffable wines, especially in this part of the world where it gets a little bit warm. And we have quite a great deal of rosés here locally in Arizona that are made very well, and they're, again, refreshing, quaffable, and they go well with most things.
Yes.
So when you come in here, you're not only going to get fed well, you're going to have a great wine pairing.
But in addition to that, we do have some other options that are non-Arizona. But what we like to do, just like Charleen likes to source locally when it comes to the produce and even some of the proteins, we try to bridge the gap with food and beverage by also trying to source the beverage locally.
I love it. I love the concept. Well, I guess you get to try the food now, and this is wonderful.
You go to Italy, you know, every year, and you go to Liguria, they call it farinata.
Farinata.
Oh, look at you, you're natural.
Hey, how you doing, huh? Not only am I good looking, I've got a brain on me. Well, maybe.
And he has a very healthy self-esteem.
Yes, thank you very much. So here we go, and it's all about the food for me. Now I'm going to get a little bit of everything here. I'm going to get some of the chutney here, the garbanzo beans, some heirloom tomato. Wow.
Mr. Patrick?
I don't do wine, that's for you. You told me. You start early.
I'm easy to poison.
See this?
By the way, this is made by Tad Basta from Dos Cabezas. And it's mostly garnacha with a little monastrell or movedra.
I love your accent.
So having said that, thanks, Mr. Patrick. With things like this that are very healthy, light, and summerish, this is a great little palate cleanser.
Yeah. So, well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
And I enjoyed the food so much. It's delicious. And as a matter of fact, as soon as the cameras go off, you know I'm going to eat this whole plate myself.
All right. I'm glad you liked it.
And this is great because, you know, light, summery, healthy, and even a vegan person can go for this.
Yes, definitely.
Thanks so much.
Just come on down and check us out. Charlene's a hell of a cook, and my accent gets thicker table size, so we'll love to fuss all over you and showcase what we're doing in Arizona.
And make sure you make reservations because this place gets packed.
He's our self-esteem buddy.
B, how you doing? All right, well, thank you so much, both of you, and thank you so much for being here with us. And until next time, just remember to enjoy.